Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I am honored and excited to be able to sign two measures this afternoon, House Bill 1009 and Senate Bill 330. Both of these measures are really focused on creating a more supportive environment in our community for those with special abilities. And certainly I think that both of them really allow us to move forward in ensuring that all of our citizens have access to all that Hawaii has to offer. The first measure, House Bill 1009, and I see Representative Tokioka here, has been a champion for ensuring that those who want to view movies in the islands will have access to open captioning movies so that they can enjoy them. As you know, Hawaii became the first state to require open captioning on 2 showings per week. And this measure reinstates and most importantly makes the requirement mandatory to ensure that that our residents who choose to see open captioned movies can enjoy them with the rest of our community. The second bill is named after Cal Warrington Silver, and I know that his brother is here, who dreamed of becoming a professor and a writer, but could not because he had to remain below the poverty line to retain Medicaid benefits. We certainly want to encourage our Medicaid recipients to join the workforce and become more productive members of our community. Current process has a disincentive for those who would seek employment, and this measure, Senate Bill 330, takes away that disincentives and encourages individuals with disabilities to begin earning and not have to worry about losing access to their Medicaid benefits. I really wanted to thank the legislators here who have been supportive. And I wanted to invite Representative Hashimoto to say a few words on behalf of the House.
Thanks so much, Governor. On behalf of the House of Representatives, I think we're very excited to see these 2 bills be signed into law today. Both the captioning bill, which Representative Tokioka worked on, and the income disregard. And for the income disregard, I was meeting with a few folks on Maui, and they stated to me that this is a really important bill to them, statewide, and it would have statewide implications. And so I think we really wanted to make sure that we kept it top of mind. And I have to thank Majority Leader Della Alvalade, who sat down with me and said, we will push this through the House this year. And she fulfilled her promise, and we worked hard to talk to the necessary legislators, and we had a lot of support from all those that came in to encourage the legislators to pass this bill. So I think both bills are very important for the community. And I think this is the first step, though, especially for the income disregard. There's many more steps to go to make sure that the community is serviced. So thank you, Governor, for signing this into law. We're very excited that many people have more opportunities to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Baker, on behalf of the Senate.
Thank you, Governor. On behalf of my colleagues, I too want to thank you for signing these 2 very important bills. I'm particularly excited about the House Bill 1009 that is finally going to put closed captioning back into law, and I'm so happy that it was Governor's bill. I confess, I tried for a couple of years to get this measure through, was not successful, so I'm glad that it had another name at the top who could bring it all the way, because it's so important that people have this as an opportunity and not be burdened by headgear and other kinds of obstacles that make folks who may need an open captioning bill feel like they are less than part of the entire community. So thank you very much for that one. And the other bill, as Representative Hashimoto said, is very, very important as well. So these are two excellent measures, and thank you so much for making them law.
Jimmy, did you want to say something?
Thank you, Governor. You know, there's a lot of people that were involved from the beginning to now with this bill, as you all know. And if not for the deaf community in Hawaii, and many of you are here today, this would not have happened. Your tenacity, your resilience, your stick-to-itiveness really helped to push this bill through. The governor and his team, Francine and Deidre, we really appreciate, you know, all the work that you folks have done, and Che during the session. There's so many people to thank. When the bill first passed, I still have the video actually of Senator Baker and Majority Leader Bellotti, how happy they were, and the frustration that we went through, you know, after it sunsetted. But today is a great day, and I really, really want to thank you, Governor. It was you and your team that got it over the finish line, like Senator Baker said. So thank you on behalf of all of the deaf people that are here today. Today is a great day, and it's all you. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. On behalf of the DD Council, wanted to introduce Daintree Bartoldes to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Hi, Daintree Bartoldes. I'd like to address the Senate Bill 330 at this time. And besides everyone in this room, I just want to thank, in 2004, Centers on Disability Studies came up with the charge to start a Medicaid income disregard in the state of Hawaii. And since 2004, they've just been pushing along and pushing along. They work closely with Senator Susie Chan Oakland and the late Representative Billy Carroll. And so, sorry, Che, I get nervous, sorry guys. And so I just really want to thank those people for really pushing that through. Deaf and Blind Task Force, thank you so much for introducing this Senate Bill 330. And of course, Representative Bellotti. We got really nervous when it crossed over from this House to the Senate because we weren't getting a lot of testimonies. And we went and talked to the legislators, what else can we do? And they said we really needed impact. We needed to hear it from a family, from stories about what this bill would do for a family, or how it could hurt a family. And I thank the Selberts, Mr. Selbert and Che, for coming to the table and telling your story, telling Cal's story. I really appreciate that. I think it really helped momentum. And thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate it.
We can have the legislators join us then. Okay, so first is House Bill 1009, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 1, a bill for an act relating to movie theaters. This will require at least two open captioning showings per week for each motion picture shown. And House Bill 1009 is now law in Hawaii as Act 154. And next is Senate Bill 330, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 1, Conference Draft 1, a bill for an act relating to the Earned Income Disregard program. Is now law in Hawaii is Act 155. Congratulations.